Hello everyone, welcome back. Mark here at The Good Manager's Guide. Come to you unscripted, keeping it real. And in this snippet, I want to help all of you managers out there when it comes to your team members copying you as the leader. Okay. And there's just this whole kind of like abundance of things that we could talk about under that umbrella of people mimicking you, copying you, and doing things the way you do them. But ultimately, the insight that I've got for you, first of all, is that your team will copy you. So when I'm saying they'll copy you, think culture. And the culture you set, think behaviors, okay? Think collaboration. I want you to take a moment to reflect and ask yourself, are you truly a manager that builds relationships? Okay, do you foresee that you're going to need partnerships with people around the business, okay, or maybe outside of business with third parties? Are you able to foresee that? And therefore, do you build relationships and find common ground with people and get to know them a little bit? So you can pull on that resource, or people will come to you and ask for resource if needed. Just take a moment to think about that, because if you do, great. But if you don't, you've got a duty now to change. Okay? You must build relationships. If you build relationships, guess what? Your team members will build relationships. If you are collaborative, then guess what? Your team members will collaborate, not just with you and internally in a team, but with people outside. Okay? And furthermore, let me just add to that, because we'll get into this in a few more minutes, that collaboration leads to innovation. Okay. And without collaboration, innovation is dead. Let me tell you that. Okay. Now, equally, if you encourage people to be adaptable and flexible with their work and the way they approach their work, and if people see you being adaptable and flexible in your approach, your team members, they will be adaptable. They'll adapt. Okay. They'll be flexible to the work that's coming in, the partnerships that are formed. Okay, and that leads to creativity. That kind of flexible, collaborative environment leads to creativity. Creativity leads to innovation. Innovation leads to your business, your organization that you work for, becoming more competitive. Becoming more competitive leads to bigger, better results. See, it starts with you. Your team will copy you. Now, you got to break barriers down. It's really important that you find ways to break barriers down. And that also comes with you building relationships. So the reason I got the first bullet point on the screen here is that you will need to build relationships, and you never know when you'll need them. So build them before you realize that you need them. They're already in place. Okay. Let's get that one ticked off. Hopefully that helps you out. Let's keep going. When it comes to innovation, it's a real important thing. And it's a whole world that we'll go into in a whole nother kind of snippet. And if you want to come to the Good Manager's Guide, I talk about it on certain levels. But for now, let me help you out. Managers create collaboration before teams innovate. Okay? Think of it this way. You've got innovation, you've got ideas, you've got creativity. And a lot of managers, they focus on things like targets, right? They focus on things like goals and achievements and goals and objectives is the word that I'm looking for. But I want you to think of this in this way. Relationships lead to collaboration, that then leads to creativity, and finally leads to innovation. And in the heart of that, okay, is relationships. Okay. So collaboration drives innovation. Innovation comes from differences. Okay. If you've got a team of people that are all from similar backgrounds, similar education, similar schools, universities, similar industries that they've worked in, or all been in the business for the same time in the team for 10, 20 years, it's going to be really hard to find a way to get creative unless you bring external influence in. It could be third parties, it could be new hires. But let me give you a clear-cut example here. I've worked in information technology for 25 years. But over that 25 years, I've worked for local government, I've worked with online fashion companies, I've worked with sports broadcasters, I've worked with technical manufacturers, I've had clients that are in the iGaming industry, the realty industry, or the real estate, I should say, industry, okay, fast-moving consumable goods. So even though I've worked in IT throughout my career, I've dipped into these different industries and had different clients that I've worked with. And every time I go into those different industries and those different environments, I take small little bits with me and I take that into the next place that's different. to influence things, to do things differently, right? Different backgrounds, different experiences, different cultures, different ages, different viewpoints leads to creativity. Similarities don't, or rarely do, okay? Think about that. We've all heard about diversity. It's a worldwide concept. But what you are looking for as a manager are outcomes. And the outcome that you want from diversity in your team is innovation. Innovation leads to greater competition, as I've already said. Let's keep going. Managers. So you as a manager, don't just direct people. Don't be one of those managers that just directs and gets things over the line, as I spoke about objectives and goals and focus on that. Look at how you can remove barriers. Good managers reduce barriers, they lower barriers. Things like hierarchical barriers get removed or reduced and diluted. Geographical barriers get diluted. Departmental barriers get diluted. Using tools that you have, such as Zoom calls or Microsoft Team calls, messaging tools like Slack and things like that. And in terms of hierarchy, it's your duty to ensure that your team members can collaborate with other team members without having to go through the hierarchy and up to the management and across and down again. You want people being able to go direct and straight to the source to get things done so they can collaborate, get creative, start to innovate, help the business progress and grow. I hope this is all making sense for you. Now, last thing I'm going to share with you as I tick this second bullet point off. Okay, and we've talked about modeling the behavior that you want to see. So being a role model and people will copy you. But guess what? This is a real nugget of gold that I've never shared with anyone, but I'm going to share it here for the first time across the world, okay, as this goes out on social media. The best managers in the world do not build teams. They build networks. Okay, let me just repeat that. The best managers in the world, they don't build teams, they build networks. They build networks with other managers, other teams, other team members, other subject matter experts, suppliers, partners. Just find connections and build relationships with them, okay? Think about it back to what I said at the beginning of this snippet. You want to build relationships, okay? You then want to be able to collaborate. You then want to be able to create. You then want to be able to innovate. And if you follow that and you start working on that and build an environment that's working towards that, you'll start to see change happen. Okay? The value isn't in your team, it's in your network. Trust me. Build relationships, build a network, get creative, collaborate, get creative, innovate, get to higher heights. All right? I hope this has helped you out. Okay? I had to learn all of this for myself the hard way. Okay, through trial and error over the years, and I've narrowed it down to this. I'm happy to share it with you. If you would like to learn more, come to the Good Managers Guys. I always say, we've got lots to offer. Equally, write to us. Okay, as I say all the time, you don't need to be a paid member. Write to us. I'd love to hear from you. Us at the Good Managers Guide, we'd love to hear from you. You can find links in the description to our LinkedIn community pages. Okay, come and get connected with us. Ask questions on the community. We've got lots going on. Come to our level 1 course if you're interested in this specifics. We go deeper. But until then, okay, wishing you all the best. Thank you for watching. Here's making it happen for the managers of today and the leaders of tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.